What's up, fam? I am about to get ready to take something to the store to either return it or exchange it, but that's not why you came here to watch this video. I am talking about here, health, wealth, and freedom. Those are my goals for 2020, and those should be your goals too. So in this video, we're going to talk about finances and my bad spending habits. So right now, I am taking this coat, like I just said, back to REI. It's a Patagonia coat. I really wanted a coat with a hood, and at the time they didn't have my size with a hood. And I had also weighed a little bit more. You know, I've been doing this intermittent fasting, cutting down this weight. I have dropped about 7 pounds. Thank you. I'm like having a moment right now where I'm like, do I take this coat back or do I exchange it for the size that I wanted with a hood? And this coat cost me almost $300. I have a bad habit of impulse shopping. And yeah, let's go. I'm rambling. Well, let's just say I didn't return the coat. I got a smaller size. Did not get the one with the hood that I wanted, but you know what? All my coats have hoods on them, and I'm just trying to justify the reason why I didn't return this goddamn coat. Alright guys, so I decided once I got in the house that I was going to sit here and I was going to face the beast. I was going to look at my spending habits by pulling my bank statements for the months of January as well as February. And I got the full month of January, and because February is not over yet, I got up until yesterday, which was the 24th. And I basically pulled the CVS files, downloaded them, and put them into Google Docs, which is just as good as Excel when you don't want to pay for their license because you're using a Mac. And I created a pivot table, and pivot tables can be very powerful tools when you want to manipulate and sum total data in various categories. So here we go. So for the month of January, it might be skewed a little bit because, of course, a lot of things happen in December as far as Christmas and hanging out and holiday parties and yada yada yada. So some expenses might have hit in January that were really December expenses. And if you look at your bank statement, you can see the timing differences every month. That's why we do reconciliations in the world of accounting and tax. So for the month of January, my auto expenses were $165.76 in total. Now, typically in the average month, my gas costs are not that high. I usually spend about $22 to $25 on a tank of gas, and because I drive a Prius, I don't really get gas that often, maybe like once every 2 weeks. But if I drive down to Virginia Beach, then of course I got to get more gas. The next expense on here for the month of January was $714.24, and this was payments on credit cards. Like I said in my very first video for the new year, I'm trying to knock down debt, and the only way to knock down debt is to not make minimum payments. You make minimum payments, you're going to be paying on a credit card for life, and you're going to be paying interest, and the credit card companies are going to love you. Don't do that. Entertainment. This is basically me going to bars, spending money on drinks, or, you know, going out to a club or something like that. I don't really do the movies, so that would also be in this category. So for the month of January, I spent $127.60 on entertainment. Now that's kind of low, but we're going to get to the crazy part. We're going to get to the crazy numbers. You just wait and see. Food. And although my pivot table might say $320 for the month, the reality is I have 2 bank accounts. Now, I only pulled the information from my Bank of America because my other account is with Simple Bank, and that's a online banking service that I use, and I love them because I get alerts as soon as my card is swiped. I got a story time about that because one time somebody swiped my card and I had to pull up on them on some illegal stuff. with that other bank account, I have $200 from my check go to this card every pay, and I get paid twice a month. Basically, that's $400, and I use that card specifically for eating out or buying lunch for work, because I rarely ever go to the grocery store. Another bad habit, because that's where most people's money goes to, food. So if you add the $400 from that other account for the month for food, plus this $320.22 from my Bank of America account, I have actually spent, doing the math, I have actually spent $720.22 in the month of January on food. Did you hear me? Food. Food. Do you know what I could drive paying $720 a month? I could have a E-Class, a 5 Series. I could have any luxury car that I want. Don't get me wrong. I love Whitney. I love my Prius, okay? I love it when I go to the gas station. But with me spending $720 on food, that money could be going to investments. That money could be going to a new car that doesn't break down on me. Money could be going to student loan payments. That money could be doing anything better than being flushed down the toilet. So trust and believe. We are about to rein that in, my friends. We are not doing that anymore. Let's move on, because trust and believe, I was thinking about that all day yesterday and today, how much money I spend on food. Now, in reality, we did do some eating out that in January, and that kind of threw the numbers a little high because we went to some fancy restaurants. Yeah. But it usually hovers around about $500 to $600 a month in spending on food. Alright, so the next cost is the gym. My membership is only about $25 and some change per month. But for this situation in January, I had just ended my physical training, and I would do the group classes. I wasn't doing a one-on-one situation, so that was an additional cost. So for the month of January, it was $50.99, and typically it would be about $25 and some change with taxes. For insurance for my car, I spend $122.77. Miscellaneous charges, and this is like, little doodads or something I got on Amazon or something that I couldn't really classify. I had no idea what it was. That was about $62.28. And then, because I work downtown, parking is, how do you say, it's like a delicacy if we want to talk about food again, okay? Parking is premium in DC, just like in any other major city like New York. Or maybe LA? Maybe not LA, they kind of spread out. Parking is a premium, and because I don't ride the train in, because the train cost and parking is about the same, with the exception of me paying for gas, I pay $239 a month and 50 cents for parking. My phone bill for Sprint, $141.62. We have brought that down, so going forward in the next month, it will not be that high. With me purchasing or starting a lease on a new iPhone and paying for Apple Care up front, that cost will decrease by $20 plus tax. So we'll say it'll drop down to, it'll be down to about $120 after taxes. What I need to consider is I also pay for cellular service to my Apple Watch. As long as your phone is around you, you can make a phone call from your watch. So I don't know why I'm paying, I think it's an additional $20 for that. So my bill could literally drop back down to $100 if I cancel that service. Photography costs. So I pay for Adobe Photoshop, and that's a monthly fee. This is a monthly subscription fee of $9.99. But for rent, I actually am renting my father's house from him. So I pay the mortgage, and because he stays here while he's here in the States and not in the DR, he gives me $500 towards the mortgage. So in reality, rather than paying $1,500 for the mortgage, I pay $1,000 in rent for this house. For subscription services outside of the photography, this is your Netflix, my Sling for me to watch live TV through streaming, and some other subscription services like iTunes. I pay about $54 a month because in the past I was a contractor and I wasn't being responsible. I was not having my taxes withheld as a 1099 employee, a 1099 contractor. So Watu got some back taxes that he needs to take care of for a couple years. So I'm paying a new car note and I don't have a new car. And that's $489 a month. Thank you, DC. And thank you, IRS. You're getting your money slowly but surely, and I don't appreciate paying it. Toiletries. So this number is a little bit high. Toiletries for the month of January were $137.73, and that's because I bought that new bevel kit for myself, because Watu is shaving his head now. He has decided to deal with the fact that he is balding and can't cover it up anymore, so we just decided to get a bevel kit, which was $90. And now I have started using Bevel skincare products, so that was another good sum of money. That was another good sum of money. So now we're at $137.73. And the last thing is utilities, and thankfully that's been pretty good. Usually it's about $400 a month, but every quarter it goes up to about $500. At the end of every quarter, it's about $500 and some change, because we get our water bill on a quarterly basis. So when I run all the numbers on this, and I know it's because of the way the checks hit, it's saying that I still have $640 out there. And I don't know how that's possible, because I don't have $640 in my savings. So I want to say that this was truly a wake-up call as far as my spending habits. And one way to get out of debt is to learn how to make more money. So if you see me on OnlyFans, you don't have to call me out, because we need to figure out a new way to get some more money in here, as well as restrain some of these spending costs, because there is no way that I am not saving money, investing money, and taking care of all the bills that need to be taken care of. So it's now the end of February. We're 2 months into the new year, and we got some changes to make. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these spending habits, what you would do to make them better. Are you looking at your budgets as well? What did you think about this video? If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, my channel, where we focus on health, wealth, and freedom. And we do vlogs showing it. And I don't want to ramble much too longer, so thank you for watching, and we will come to you with another video. And I think I like talking about this whole money thing. I mean, after all, I am an accountant. I've been in public accounting for the longest, as an auditor, and now as a tax accountant for a majority of my career. And so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because I'm rambling. Peace out, y'all.